everybody. Michelle Landry with Age Less Move More here to give you this week's Immune Booster. And I'm with the amazing Jen Colombo, who has this amazing ability to use her art. She's an incredible artist, and she uses art, what I'm going to call art therapy, because that's what it feels like to me, which she helps me connect with my emotions, especially the lower ones. Like today, I think she's going to help me work through some anxiety, because I shared with her I had some anxiety about all this COVID stuff that's going on and the changes. And then she helps me transform from feeling that anxiety up to a higher emotion. I'm going to condense what we will see. So I'm going to turn this over to the fabulous Jen Colombo. And Jen, can you give us your email address or your website address first?
Hi, yeah, thank you for having me here. I can be found at jencolombo.com. It's JenColombo.com.
Awesome.
So I'm super excited to be here and be able to share this with you. Part of how this was born was through me working with Michelle doing the Age Less, Move More practices for, I think we've been working together for probably 2 years or over 2 years now.
Yeah.
So as she mentioned, we are going to do some work around anxiety and moving through that emotion and getting into a calmer, more loving space. So here's what you're going to need for this. I don't want you to have to run out to the store or anything. So you just need a piece of paper and then grab whatever you have around the house. So crayons, markers, pencils, paint, whatever you have, highlighters, it doesn't matter. This is all about the process. You're not looking to create the next Michelangelo that's gonna go hang in a museum or anything. So all about the process. So today we're gonna work on anxiety. And what you're gonna do is grab your piece of paper and whatever you choose. I believe Michelle is using markers today.
Yes, I've got my markers.
I'm going to use some crayons, and what I want you to do is put down on that piece of paper, what does that like anxiety feel for you? And use the colors that you feel may express anxiety for you. You can also use the emotion of how you actually, if it's a heavier emotion, you might want to like scribble and push in. Maybe it's lighter. It's all up to you. It's individual. So go ahead and work on that. Michelle and I are going to work on our little anxiety pieces over here. Wait, I'll let you guys see me.
So I'm just drawing out what anxiety feels like to me, correct?
Yes, exactly. And there's no right or wrong to this. It like whatever colors you gravitate towards, that's great. If you gravitate towards shapes or really pushing into the paper, that's great too. It's whatever it is for you. And every time you do this practice, it's probably going to look different or a little bit different. That's what happens when I do this. My colors might change, the rhythms of how I move my instrument of choice around me change. I may push in a little harder some days. Some days it might be lighter and softer. And basically, you're going to go until you feel complete. And you may start to feel as you're moving through and like moving that anxiety out, because as you age less movers know, we don't want to hold those things in our body, right? We want to release them. So for me, this is a great way to release them. And then just notice, just like you do when you're rolling on your noodle ball or the tennis ball or whatever you're rolling on, you start to feel a a little lighter and a little shift. If you're at home and you want to put on music while you're doing this, go for it.
It's fun.
Oh, good. This is supposed to be fun and relaxing. Like, it's just, and you can use this anytime.
It feels good just to get it out, and then to start to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I love it. I mean, it just feels so good just to see what it is.
Exactly. And this is a practice you can do throughout the day. This is something you can do after you do your age less, move more practice, which I have done many, many, many times over again. You are welcome to journal about what you colored and created if you desire. This is fun watching Michelle over there move out all of the anxiety.
Awesome. And I think I'm complete.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Hey.
Well, I just want to say something because it is a lot about body movement. Like, I could feel myself just like pushing my anxiety out.
Mm-hmm.
Drawing this. I mean, and I didn't think about me like making a picture, drawing a picture, or making it into anything. This is just what came out.
And that's perfect. That's exactly as it should be. And I'll show you guys mine. This is interesting because mine has never looked like this before or with blues. So I feel like for me, I was helping to release some of the anxiety of the world. It kind of feels like a globe.
Yeah, cool.
So what we're going to do now is I'm going to lead you through a little mini meditation. It's only 3 minutes long-ish. So if you've never meditated before, that's totally okay. This meditation I created it specifically for whatever level of experience you have. So don't judge it, just let it be. You may visualize some things, you may not see some things. Whatever happens, it's all good. You have, noise that comes in, just acknowledge it, push it aside. And remember, it's just a couple minutes, so we can do this.
Yes.
Okay. All right, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. So we're going to begin by closing your eyes and taking 3 nice deep breaths in your own time. And I want you to imagine that you're outside at your favorite place. It could be the beach, a forest, the mountains, a meadow, whatever that calm place is for you. You look around, you see all of the beautiful colors surrounding you, nature embracing you. As you breathe, perhaps you can smell what's in the air. Maybe a cool breeze comes by and gently touches your face. As you look around, you see a warm and inviting spot. Excited, you walk over to that spot and you sit down on the beautiful, welcoming earth. Take a couple of deep breaths. Feel the earth below you, supporting you. As you slowly inhale and exhale, imagine growing roots, roots that go deep into the nourishing earth, anchoring and grounding you. As you breathe, imagine a beautiful, warm, golden light traveling up your roots to your toes. As you breathe, imagine that light slowly continuing and traveling up your body, filling all of your cells. As you inhale, imagine that golden light filling your heart. And as you exhale, imagine sending that light and love out to the world. As you breathe in a beautiful, colorful light, whatever color you choose, filling your heart with that warm glow of color. As you exhale, breathe out that beautiful light and love to share with the world. Take a few more deep breaths, enjoying the warmth and love of the light. It's almost time to go. Look around one more time at the colors and the beautiful nature surrounding you. And know that you can come back here anytime to feel calm, to feel supported, to feel grounded. Take a few more deep breaths. Start to wiggle your fingers and toes. And slowly open your eyes to come back.
Nice.
So would you mind sharing, how do you feel?
I feel really good. Calm, soft. I mean, all the edges, the hard edges have sort of softened, and just this feeling of peace.
Awesome. So now what we're going to do is you're going to take your anxiety and you're going to cover it up with those feelings that you felt in the meditation. So just think about whatever colors you gravitate toward that makes you feel that softness, that peacefulness, whatever you're feeling, the love, whatever it is. And you're going to color over it. Now, if some of you did something and you can't color over it, just grab a brand new sheet of paper and place it right on top of that anxiety. And again, the same with the other one. There's no right or wrong to this. Whatever colors work for you is great. However you want to move, whatever tool you're choosing to use is great. Michelle is going to be using crayons. I'm going to use some paint just so you can see what that looks like. And just like before, you're going to work until you feel complete. There's no set time. There's no right or wrong. You can put on some music as you do this, or some forest sounds. And again, you can use this with whatever is around the house. Like if you only have pencils and pens, use pencils and pens. It doesn't matter. If nothing is in color, that's okay too. Just let your lines and the shapes that you choose to move be your guide. If you have glue and papers and magazines, you can totally do this activity by collaging. And hopefully I have gotten the point across that it doesn't matter what you use, it's all good.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's really about the process, not the finished product. You might get something you want to hang on the refrigerator. You never know. I have gotten things from doing this process that I hang in my studio. Just for me, because I like to have the reminder around. It's always fun to see people at work when they're doing this. And just like the age less, move more practices, right? You can't just go to your mat one time and everything is sunshine and rainbows. It would be nice if it was, but it doesn't work like that. This is the same. So this is a practice you can, do as you need it. You can add it to after your age less, move more practice. Many ways that you can use this.
Ah, it feels so good. And I think mine is complete.
Awesome. Fabulous. I feel like I see an angel in there
Oh, really? That's cool.
from my camera view here.
Yeah. That anxiety ball up there became an angel. Or I see like down there's your skirt. Or yeah,
Yeah.
I can see it when I look into the into the video. That's awesome.
And I just imagined painting a like waterfall of colorful light over the world, my ball of anxiety here.
What I really like is I can kind of see your ball there, and you can still like my anxiety became like an angel.
Yeah. Well, that's what's kind of fun on like going on top of it because, it's there. We're acknowledging it, right? But we're raising its vibration. We're saying thank you for your lessons, but I release you and I'm going to fill myself up with nourishing love and light and joy, grounding in this case as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so awesome. What I really like too is like what I noticed with anxiety, I did a lot of straight lines, and if there were curvy lines, they were just like real like and with this one it was like ocean waves, because of course I went to the ocean, right? Just the waves, waves, waves covering over it. It's cool.
Yeah. So again, like it doesn't matter if you have any art training at all. Like this practice is really for everyone. And you will naturally find like what Michelle has just observed, what her lines were like for anxiety and how she was moving, right? Versus how she felt after the meditation and how her movement and her strokes and everything she was created was different.
Mm-hmm.
And we will probably make those observations as well.
Yeah, I agree. And just like my overall feeling right now is like I've gone through a process. Like I've been taken someplace else, and it's a higher vibration, meaning lighter feeling versus that I was kind of heavy with my anxiety, and now I feel really kind of light and free and fluffy versus heavy and sharp.
Yeah, we love that. We like that. And this isn't about going from here to like up here, right? Even if it's just moving up a little bit,
Yeah,
moving up a little bit more, moving up a little bit more. No, it's all good.
definitely. Wow, thank you so much, Jen. I really appreciate it. It's helped me so much, and I hope it helps all of the ageless movement practitioners and whoever else wanders into this practice with us. I just feel so grateful to have spent this time with Jen. So thank you so much. And Jen, if you will, just give us your website again and could you just tell us a little bit about yourself and then your website one more time?
Sure. And I'll pull a little.
Yeah.
Leave everybody with. So I'm an artist and I've been painting for a long time, and a lot of my work now is it stems more from meditation and energy work and other tools that I have in my toolbox. I am also a creative guide, and I believe that anybody should have access to art and creativity as a tool, because it can be very powerful. And I want everybody to have access to it and not feel like, oh, I bet I'm a terrible artist, or oh, but I don't have an art degree. It doesn't matter. It's truly for everyone, and I really believe in the power of creating, and the power of also combining meditation with creativity and movement. A lot of my stuff is influenced by movement as well. And I am also my website is Jen Colombo, JenColombo.com. Find me on there. And I'm going to pull a card for you from the deck. I'm sparing you guys seeing my terrible shuffling techniques. Oh, I think you'll like this one, Michelle. The card is Marjoram, and the affirmation is, I am enough.
Beautiful. That's so beautiful. Well, I think we can end there. I definitely feel like I am enough, especially after this journey with you. Thank you so much for being with us.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.